Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram Ram. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Swami Gaurav Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram, Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Jai
Krishna,
Ram, Jai Shri Radha, Shri
Ram
Sari,
Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Namaskar, Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Namaste Saraswati
Ram,
Devi
Ram,
Guru Prasad Vishesha
Hare
Shubha
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Jai Shri Krishna
Ram,
Chaitanya Prabhu
Ram,
Shri Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar
Krishna, Hare
Prasad
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Krishna Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Jai
Hare
Shri Ram.
Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Are you able to hear me, Hare Bol? Hare Bol? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Oh, okay. So we'll do Mangalacharan. You want to do Mangalacharan, Mother Mataji? You want to do?
Yeah, 1 second, Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादां सहगणस्ललिता श्रीशा कामितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये सर्व वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय कृष्ण.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So we are reading. It's chapter 7, verse 26, right? Yeah. Chapter 7, 26. Text. Prasad Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Okay, we'll do Mataji. Okay.
So let's go.
Haribol. Text 26. Vedaham samatitani. Can you repeat, Haribol?
वेदाहं समतीतानि
Vedaham samatitani.
वेदाहं समतीतानि
Vartamanani charjuna.
वर्तमानानि चार्जुन
Vartamanani charjuna.
वर्तमानानि चार्जुन
Bhavishyani cha bhutani.
भविष्यानि च भूतानि
Bhavishyani cha bhutani.
भविष्यानि च भूतानि
Mam tu vedana kashana.
मां तु वेद न कश्चन
Mam tu vedana kashana.
मां तु वेद न कश्चन
Mam tu vedana kashana.
मां तु वेद न कश्चन
वेदाहं समतीतानि वर्तमानानि चार्जुना भविष्यानि च भूतानि मां तु वेद न कश्चन
वेदाहं समतीतानि वर्तमानानि चार्जुन भविष्यानि च भूतानि मां तु वेद न कश्चन.
Yeah, reading the meaning, Mataji. Translation.
Yeah, translation, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. O Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me no one knows.
Yeah, he's Trikalagna, right? So he knows past, present, and future. We think he doesn't know anything. Yeah. Yeah, text 27. Ichchadvesha samuttena.
इच्छाद्वेषा समुत्तेन
Ichchadvesha samuttena.
द्वेषा समुत्तेन
Dvesham. Ichchadvesham.
Yeah.
Ichchadvesha samuttena.
इच्छाद्वेषा समुत्तेन
Dvandvamohena bharata.
द्वन्द्वमोहेन भारत
Dvandvamohena bharata.
द्वन्द्वमोहेन भारत
Sarvabhutani sammoham.
सर्वभूतानि सम्मोहम्
Sarvabhutani sammoham.
सर्वभूतानि सम्मोहम्
Sarge yanti parantapa.
सर्गे यान्ति परान्तप
Sarge yanti parantapa.
सर्गे यान्ति परान्तप
इच्छाद्वेषा समुत्तेन द्वन्द्वमोहेन भारत सर्वभूतानि सम्मोहं सर्गे यान्ति परन्तप
इच्छाद्वेषा समुत्तेन द्वन्द्वमोहेन भारत सर्वभूतानि सम्मोहम् सर्गे यान्ति परान्तप.
Read much.
Translation Sri Prabhupada Jai. O children of Bharata, O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, bewildered by dualities, arisen from desire and hate.
Bewildered by dualities. Yeah, delusion, desire and hate. Yeshantvanthagatam papam. Prasad Prabhuji, you want to read in Telugu? Haribol? Prasad Prabhuji, ఉన్నారా?
ఉన్నాను మేడం. హరే కృష్ణ.
తెలుగులో చదువుతారా ప్రభుజీ?
యా చదువుతాను. ఒక 1 minute టైం, ఒక్క సెకండ్. యా
26, 27.
26 కదా. యా యా ఒక్క నిమిషం. 726 కదా. ఓ అర్జున, దేవాది దేవుడిగా నేను గతంలో జరిగిన సమస్తమును, ప్రస్తుతము జరుగుతున్నటువంటి సమస్తము, జరిగిపోయే వాటన్నిటిని ఎరిగి ఉన్నాను. నాకు జీవులందరూ కూడా తెలుసు, కానీ నన్నెవరు ఎరుగరు. అది మాట 26.
ఎస్ ప్రభు చదవండి 27 తెలుగులో చదవండి
27. ఓకే.
ఎస్ ఇప్పుడు 26 చదివారు కదా
ఎస్ ఎస్ 27 చదువు. ఓ
చదవండి.
భరత వంశీగా శత్రువులను జయించిన వాడ కోరిక ద్వేషం నుంచి కలిగినట్టి ద్వంద్వాలచే మోహితులై జీవులందరూ భ్రాంతిలో జన్మిస్తున్నారు. అది. కోరిక ద్వేషం నుంచి కలిగినటువంటి ద్వంద్వాలచే మోహితులైన జీవులందరూ ఎలా ఉన్నారు? భ్రాంతిలో జన్మిస్తున్నారు.
That is because of our desire, right?
బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్.
येषां त्वन्तगतं पापं
येषां పంతగతం పాపం
जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां
జనానాం పుణ్యకర్మణాం
ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता
ते ద్వంద్వమోహ నిర్ముక్తా
भजन्ते मां दृढव्रता.
భజంతే మాం దృఢం వ్రతాః.
Yeah. येषां त्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढव्रता.
येषां
येषां
त्वन्तगतं
त्वन्तगतं
पापं
पापं
जनानां
जनानां
पुण्यकर्मणां
पुण्यकर्मणां
ते
ते
द्वन्द्वमोह निर्मुक्ता
द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता
భజन्ते మాం
భజन्ते మాं
దృఢవ్రతాః.
దృఢవ్రతాः.
బ్యూటిఫుల్ వర్డ్స్ యా మధ్య మధ్య మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఇవ్వండి ప్రసాద్ ప్రభుజీ తెలుగులో చదవండి యా
Okay, okay, Mataji. Translation. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated are freed from the dualities of delusion and they engage themselves in my service with determination. Thank you, Mataji.
హరే
చదవండి
కృష్ణ.
ప్రభు
పూర్వ జన్మలోను ప్రస్తుత జన్మలోను పుణ్యరీతిలో వర్తించిన వారు పాపములు పూర్తిగా నశించువారైనటువంటి జనులు భ్రాంతిమయ ద్వంద్వాల నుంచి ముక్తులై స్థిరనిత్యంతో నా సేవలో నెలకొండారు.
It's very hope giving verse, Prabhuji, because
Hmm.
as we are in devotional service, that means we have done some piety in the previous life or in this life. That's why we came to
Correct.
Krishna consciousness, right? So it's a very
Yes.
giving verse, and we have done
Yes.
some piety. Yeah.
Yeah.
బికాస్ అందరూ రారు కదా ఈ పాత్లకి రైట్ కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్ కి సో దట్ మీన్స్ ఆ పైటీ వల్లనే మనం వచ్చింటాం
Yes. Somebody must have prayed for us.
Okay, so we are reading Rudra Gita. It's from 4th canto, the creation of the fourth order, chapter 24, entitled as Chanting the Song Sung by the Lord Shiva. That is Rudra Gita. So, Lord Shiva is instructing to Prachetas or to worship Lord Vishnu or Krishna in the beautiful prayers called Rudra Gita. It's from 37. We are doing from 37. Yeah. Yeah. Prasad Prabhuji, start chestara.
ఓకే చాలు. హరే కృష్ణ. కిందకి వెళ్తారా కొంచెం?
Prabhuji, we are done with Rudra Gita, right? So we will do this shlokas also. It's the same meter. Sargapavargadvaraya nityaya suchi sadi. Sargapavargadvaraya nityam suchi sade nama. Namo hiranya viryaya chaturhotraya tantave. Or normal Bhagavad Gita shloka, whatever you know.
ఓకే. స్వర్గాప వర్గ ద్వారాయ నిత్యం శుచి సదా నమః నమః హిరణ్య ఓకే వీర వీర్యాయ
Viryaya.
ఓకే చాతుర్ హోత్రాయ తంతవే.
Tantave. Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
ఓకే. ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ బై హిస్ డివైన్ గ్రేస్ శ్రీ భక్తివేదాంత స్వామి శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద్కి జై. ఒక్క నిమిషం, స్క్రీన్ నాకు హ్యాంగ్ అయింది మాతాజీ. ఒక్క నిమిషం. నా వాయిస్ వినపడుతుంది.
వినబడుతుంది
ఓకే.
ప్రభుజీ. నా స్క్రీన్
ఓకే.
కనబడుతుందా?
వచ్చింది. అంటే నాకు హ్యాంగ్ అయింది. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది బ్యాక్. ఓకే. మై లార్డ్. ఓకే. ఓ అనిరుద్ధ, your authority by which the doors of the higher planetary system and liberation are opened. You are always within the pure heart of the living entity. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you. You are the professor of semen, which is like a code, and thus in the form of fire. Okay, you help the Vedic sacrifices begin in Chaturhotra. Therefore, I offer more obeisances unto you. Purport. Okay, the word Swarga indicates a position in the higher or heavenly planetary system, and the word Apavarga means liberation. Those who attended uh, to the Karma Kandya activities described in the Vedas are actually entangled uh, in the three modes of material nature. The Bhagavad Gita therefore says that one should be above the domination of future activities. Therefore, the different kinds of liberation. Therefore, different kind of liberations are mukti. Okay, the best mukti is engagement in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. Not only does the Lord Aniruddha help fruitive actors by elevating them to the higher planetary system, but also helps the devotee engage in the devotional service by the dint of his inexhaustible energy. Just a heat is a source of material energy. The inspiration of Lord Aniruddha is the energy by which one can engage in executing devotional service.
Here Prabhupada is
Correct.
telling Aniruddha, when we worship Aniruddha, we will get that devotional energy. Right, Prabhuji? Yeah. So we will get that energy of devotional service. Mataji, Mataji?
Hare Krishna. नाम ऊर्जेसे नाम नम ऊर्जेस्य त्रय्या पताये अग्नरे रेतसे तृप्तिदाया च जीवानां नमः सर्वरसात्मने. ఏదో పోయింది మాతాజీ, ఎక్కడో పోయినట్లుంది.
కరెక్టే మాతాజీ, యూ కెన్ డు వన్ మోర్ టైం.
కరెక్టేనా? యా,
అది నమస్కారము.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. నమ ఊర్జేస్య త్రయ్యా పతయే అది రాలేదు. నమ ఊర్జా అది పోతుంది మాతాజీ. నమ ఊర్జా ఇషేత్రయ్యా పతయే రేతసే తృప్తిదాయ చ జీవానాం నమ సర్వరసాత్మనే. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది. Translation purpose. Srila Prabhupada translation. My Lord, you are the provider of the Pitrulokas as well as all the demigods. You are the predominating deity of the moon and the master of all the three Vedas. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you because you are the original source of satisfaction for all living entities. But when the living entity is,
right?
When the living entity is born within this material world, especially as a human being, he has several obligations unto the demigods, unto the saintly persons, and unto living entities in general. As enjoined in the Shastras, Devarshi Bhutatnunam Pitrunam. Thus, one has an obligation to one's forefathers. The previous hierarchy, Lord Shiva prays to Lord Aniruddha to give him strength so he can become free from all obligations to the Pitas, demigods, general living entities, and saintly persons, and completely engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord. As stated, Devarshi Bhutatam Runam Pitrunam Deva Nakinkaro Nayam Runicha Rajan सर्वात्मनाय शरणं शरण्यं गतो मुकुन्दं परिहृत्य कर्तं Gato Mukundam Parikritya Kartya. One becomes free from all obligations to the demigods, saintly persons, pitas, ancient forefathers, etc. If one is completely engaged in the devotion service of the Lord, Lord Shiva therefore prays to the Lord Aniruddha to give him strength so that he can be free from such obligations and entirely engaged in the Lord's service.
Which is
Soma
one of
are
the
the
beautiful verse.
predominant.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one beautiful verses. So when we do what, like when we become devotees or when we worship Krishna, there is no obligation to worship separately like pitas, ancient fathers, like forefathers, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Soma
Mahesh.
are the predominating deity of the moon. He is responsible for the living entity's ability to release the taste of food through the tongue. Lord Shiva prays to Lord Aniruddha to give him strength so that he will not taste anything but the prasada of the Lord. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung a verse indicating that the tongue is the most formidable enemy among all the senses. If one can control the tongue, he can easily control the other senses. The tongue can be controlled only by eating prasada offered to the deity. Lord Shiva's praise to Lord Aniruddha is meant for this purpose. Truptidaya. He prays to Lord Aniruddha to help him be satisfied by eating only prasada offered to the
That's
Lord. Bound. Thank you.
Yarira Vidyajal Jadendriya Tahekal. We recite the shloka, right? Because we cannot control the tongue, right? But we can satisfy the tongue by eating prasada, not other foods. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. Anybody? Mm.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I read Mataji?
1 second. Okay. Mm.
చదవాలి మాతాజీ
కనిపిస్తుందా ప్రభుజీ స్క్రీన్?
ఎందుకు మాతాజీ ఇంతకుముందు కనిపించింది
ఇప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుందా?
షేరింగ్ అని వస్తుంది మాత ఇప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుంది నాకు శ్రీమద్
చదవండి.
భాగవతం 4.24.39 శ్లోక చేయండి మాతాజీ గారు
చేయాలి ప్రభుజీ. ఇది రుద్రగీత మనం చదువుకున్నాం కదా,
ఓకే యా
సేమ్.
సర్వ సర్వ సత్వమా సత్వాత్మ దేహాయ సర్వ సత్వాత్మ దేహాయ విశేషాయ స్తవీయసే నామస్త్రైలోక్య పాలాయ సహ ఊజో బలాయ చ Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation by my dear Lord, you are the gigantic universal form which contains all the individual bodies of the living entities. You are the maintainer of the three worlds. And as such, you maintain the mind, senses, body, and air of your life within them. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Purport. As the
కంప్లీట్ ఉంది
yeah,
ప్రభుజీ, మొత్తం ఫిలాసఫీ.
yeah. Purport. As the individual body of the living entity is composed as a millions of cells, germs, and microbes, the universal body of the Supreme Lord similarly contains all the individual bodies of the living entities. Lord Shiva is offering this obeisances to his obeisances to universal body, which includes all other bodies, so that everyone's body may fully engage in devotional service. Since the individual body is composed of senses, all the senses should be engaged in devotional service. For instance, the smelling instrument, the nose, can engage in smelling the flowers offered to the lotus feet of the Lord. The ants can engage in cleansing the temple of the Lord, etc. Indeed, being the life air of every living entity, the Lord is maintainer of the three worlds. Consequently, he can induce uh, every living entity to engage in his real life's duty with full bodily and mental strength. Thus, every living entity should serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his prana, life, artha, wealth, intelligence, and the words. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.20-35, et, etad, etvaj janma safalyam,
ఏతావజ్జన్మ సాఫల్యం
etavad janma safalyam, dehinam ihateshu, प्राणैर् अर्थैर्
Diya Diyavacha Shreya Acharanam Sada. Even though one may desire to engage is in the service of the Lord without sanction, one cannot do. Lord Shiva is offering his prayers in so many different ways in order to how living entities how to engage in the devotional service of the Lord. Thank you, Mataji.
Wow. See, sanction. He's in Paramatma, right? So he'll sanction whatever we want to do. Nice verse. Anybody? Anybody wants to do? Hare Krishna. Haribol? Devotees?
Many of them are hearing more Mataji today.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll do two then. Okay. You want to
Can I
do
do one more?
Prabhuji? One more?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah. Jai. 10.
अर्थलिंगाय नभसे नमो 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 अंतर्बहिर् आत्मने नमः पुण्याय लोकाय अमुष्मै पूरी वाचसे
Varchase.
अमुष
Yeah.
अर्चसे या
Varch-
ट्रांसलेशन या
Yeah. Chant.
translation. My dear Lord, by expanding your transcendental vibration, you reveal the actual meaning of the everything. You are the all pervading sky within and without. And you are the ultimate goal of pious activities executed both within this material world and beyond it. I therefore offer my respectable obeisances again and again unto you. Purport Vedic evidence is called Shabda Brahma. Vedic evidence called Shabda Brahma. There are many things which are beyond the perception of our imperfect senses. Yet the authoritative evidence of sound vibration is perfect. The Vedas are known as Sabda Brahma because evidence taken by the Vedas constitute the ultimate understanding. This is because Shabda Brahma or Vedas represent the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, the real essence of Shabda Brahma is the chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. By vibrating is this transcendental sound, the meaning of everything, both material and spiritual, is revealed. This Hare Krishna is non-different from the personality of God. The meaning of everything is received through the air through the sound vibration. The vibration may be material or spiritual, but without sound vibration, no one can understand the meaning of anything. In the Vedas, it is said, Antar Bahischa Tat Sarvam Vapyaya Narayana Stitaha. Narayana is all pervading and is exist both within and without. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 13.34. Yata Matatik Sudipara.
Yata prakashayateka. Yata
Yata Prakash
prakashayateka.
Yata Prakashayateka Kristanam Lokam Imam Ribu Kshetram Kshetri Tata Tata Kshutranam
Krishna.
Prakash Krishnam Matatik Krishna
Krishtam.
Krishtam. Okay, Krishtam. Prakashayati Bharata. Oh,
Prakashayati bharata. Yeah.
Bharata. Oh, son of Bharata. As the sun alone illuminates all this universe, so do we living entity and the supreme super soul illuminate the entire body by consciousness. In other words, the consciousness of both soul and super soul is all pervading. The limited consciousness of the living entity is pervading the entire material body. And the supreme consciousness of the Lord is pervading the entire universe because the soul is present within the body. Consciousness pervades the entire body similarly because the supreme soul or Krishna is present within the universe. Everything is working in order. Maya Dekshena Prakriti Suyate Characharam. The material is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving, non-moving beings. Bhagavad Gita 9.10. Lord Shiva is therefore praying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be kind to us, so that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, we can understand everything in the both material and spiritual words. The word Amushmai is significant in this regard because it indicates the best target one can aim for the after attaining the higher planetary system. Those who are engaged in fruitive activities, karmis, attain the higher planetary system as the result of their past activities. And the Gyanis who seek the unification or monastic merging with the influence of the Supreme Lord, they will attain their desire and but in the ultimate issue, the devotees who are desire personally associated with the Lord are promoted to the Vaikuntha Lokas or Goloka Vrindavan. The Lord described in Bhagavad Gita 10.2 as Pavitram uh, Paramam, the supreme, uh, the supreme pure
Pure.
is also confirmed in the verse. Sukadeva Goswami has stated that the cowherd boys who played with Lord Krishna were not ordinary living entities. Only after accumulating many pious activities in various births does one get opportunity to personally associate with the Supreme Personal Godhead. Since only the pure can reach Him, He is the Supreme Pure. Thank you,
So
Mataji.
in this entire Prabhupada, ultimately Prabhupada connects to Bhakti Yoga. So here Amushmai, that is the only word he has taken. This means the target. What is our goal of life? Chapani Prabhuji, what is our goal of life?
Attain lotus feet of Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, perfect, right? So attain the lotus feet of Krishna, go back to Godhead and
Godhead.
serve. That is the main thing. So how can we do that? It's here being the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the only thing we can go back to Godhead. గోలోక బృందావనం అట్లా తీసుకొచ్చి ఎందుకంటే మనం అన్ని చదివి అన్ని చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ ద అల్టిమేట్ గోల్ కదా ఏది కానీ మనం కృష్ణస్తో భగవాన్ స్వయం అని అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి అండ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రెండర్ సర్వీస్ టు కృష్ణ దట్ ఈస్ ద అల్టిమేట్ గోల్ రైట్ సో దట్స్ వాట్ హీ బ్రాట్ ఆల్ ద థింగ్స్ శబ్ద బ్రహ్మ అన్ని వేదాలు ఎందుకంటే మొత్తం వేదాలు ఎక్కడి నుండి వచ్చినాయి కృష్ణ నుండే కదా కృష్ణ ఫస్ట్ బ్రహ్మకి ఇచ్చిండు తేనే బ్రహ్మ హృదయాది కవే రైట్ సో ఫస్ట్ వేదాస్ కమ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ కృష్ణ ఓన్లీ రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద శబ్ద బ్రహ్మ దట్ ఈస్ ఫ్రమ్ హీస్ ఫ్లూట్ రైట్ సెవెంత్ హోల్ ఐ థింక్ రైట్ 7 హోల్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా సో వెన్ హీ plays the flute everything comes from the vibration right air through air so it comes from Krishna to Brahma and Brahma to all other predominating Vedas what do you call Veda maintainers right so atla వచ్చింది కాబట్టి so everything is related to Hare Krishna Mahamantra అని చెప్తున్నారు ఇక్కడ yeah thank you Prabhuji yeah Prasad Prabhuji or Madhavi Mataji whoever is ready please you can do two
Shall I
words.
read, Prabhu? Shall I read, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining. Yeah.
Take it. प्रवृत्ताय निवृत्ताय पितृदेवाय कर्मणे नमो धर्म विपाकाय मृत्यवे दुःखदयाय च ट्रांसलेशन नंबर ब्रह्मे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. My dear Lord, you are the viewer of the results of pious activities. Your inclination, destination,
Disinclination.
disinclination,
Inclination.
and their resultant activities. You are the
Inclination.
cause of you are the cause of the miserable conditions of life caused by religion, and therefore you are death. I offer you my respectful obeisances. Purport. The Supreme Personal of Godhead is situated in
Prabhuji,
everyone's
can you
heart.
read one more time? Translation. ఒకసారి స్లోగా చదువుతారా
Okay, no, please. My dear Lord, you are the viewer of the results of pious activities. Your inclination, disinclination, and their resultant activities. You are the cause of miserable conditions of life caused by religion, and therefore you are the death. I offer you my respectful obeisances. మీరేం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారు మాతాజీ?
ఏం లేదు కృష్ణ ఈ సీటెడ్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీవన్స్ హార్ట్ రైట్ ఆయన చూస్తూ ఉంటాడు మనం ఏ మంచి పనులు చేసినాం ఏ చెడ్డ పనులు చేసినాం రైట్ దానికి ఫలితంగానే మనకి వస్తాయి కదా సో అదే అక్కడ అంటున్నా ఓకే
Perfect. The Supreme Personal of Godhead is situated in everyone's heart, and from Him issue living entities, inclinations and disinclinations. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Sarvasya chaham hridi sanniveshto mata smriti jnanam apoham cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. the supreme personal of God, it causes the asuras to forget him and the devotees to remember him. Once disinclinations are due to the supreme personal of Godhead. According to Bhagavad Gita 16.7, pravuttam cha nivrittam cha janana vidur asuraha. The asuras do not know which way one should be inclined to act and which way one should not be inclined to act. Although the asuras oppose devotional service, it is to be understood that they are inclined that way due to the supreme personality of Godhead. Because the asuras do not like to engage in the devotional service, the Lord within gives them the intelligence to forget. Ordinary karmis desire promotion to Pitraloka, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.25. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvartaha. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods, and those who worship ancestors go to the ancestors. మాతాజీ ఇక్కడ డౌట్ యాన్సెస్టర్స్ మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళు రీబర్త్ అవుతారు కదా మాతాజీ, వాళ్ళు అక్కడే ఉండిపోతారా యాన్సెస్టర్స్?
ఏంటి ప్రభుజీ?
ఇక్కడ దోజ్ వర్షిప్ యాన్సిస్టర్స్ గో టు ద యాన్సిస్టర్స్ అన్నారు కదా.
వాళ్ళ లోకం ఉంటుంది కదా ప్రభుజీ, వాళ్ళ లోకం అయితే ఉంటుంది కదా, అబౌడ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, రైట్?
ఉంటది కానీ మాతాజీ యాన్సిస్టర్స్ వాళ్ళు మళ్ళీ అగైన్ రీబర్త్ అవుతారు కదా మాతాజీ, ఏదో ఒక లైఫ్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతారు కదా వాళ్ళు.
అవును అవును, బట్ వాళ్ళకు ఒక లోకం ఉంటుంది.
కానీ ఆ లోకంలో యాన్సిస్టర్స్ ఉండరా?
ఉంటారంటే వాళ్ళ టైం ఎంత ఉంటుందో అంత వరకు ఉంటారు ప్రభుజీ. ఇప్పుడు యాన్సిస్టర్ ఇప్పుడు చనిపోయిన వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ దేహం దొరికే వరకు, మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళకి బాడీ దొరికే వరకు వాళ్ళు అక్కడ ఉండాలి కదా.
ఓకే ఓకే.
ఒకవేళ మనం డివోషనల్ సర్వీస్ చేసి మనం ఎంతో కొంత అది చేసినాం అనుకో, వాళ్ళు అక్కడ నుండి వాళ్ళు రిలీజ్ అవుతారు. సో అప్పటి వరకు అయితే ఉండాలి కదా.
ఓకే ఓకే.
ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ మనమే చెడ్డ పనులు చేసి వాళ్ళకు అది ఏం లేకుండా చేసినాం అనుకో, వాళ్ళు అక్కడే నరకయాతన అనుభవిస్తారు కదా. లోకం ఉంటుంది ప్రభుత్వం ఎందుకైనా.
అదేలేండి, అర్థమైంది మాతాజీ, కరెక్ట్ చెప్పారు. In this verse, the word dukkadaya is very significant. Is also very significant. For those who are non-devotees are perpetually put into the cycle of birth and death. This is very miserable condition because one's position in life is attained according to the one's activities. The asuras or non-devotees are put into such miserable conditions.
Here Krishna is saying, I am seated in everyone. నేను ప్రతి హృదయంలో ఉంటాను. అసురాస్, డీమన్స్ తెలుసు కదా మనకి, అందరు డాగ్స్ అందరి హృదయంలో ఉంటాను. కాకపోతే కొందరికేమో కృష్ణుని గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవాలి అని అనిపిస్తుంది, కొందరినేమో కృష్ణుని మర్చిపోవాలనిపిస్తుంది, రైట్? సో ఇట్స్ ఎందుకు మరి కృష్ణుడు అట్లా చేస్తుండంటే ఇట్స్ అకార్డింగ్ టు అవర్ డిజైర్. ఇప్పుడు నాకు కృష్ణుడు అంటే ఇష్టం లేదు, నేను కృష్ణ సత్సంగ్కి వెళ్ళొద్దు అని గట్టిగా అనుకున్నాను అనుకో, కృష్ణుడు ఓకే ఈ అమ్మాయికి వెళ్ళాలని అనిపించట్లేదు అని వెళ్ళనియాడు. లేదు నాకు బాగా డిజైర్ ఉంది సత్సంగ్కి వెళ్ళాలి లేకపోతే ఏదైనా సర్వీస్ చేయాలి అని కృష్ణకి అనిపిస్తుంది లోపల, ఈ అమ్మాయికి బాగా సర్వీస్ చేయాలని ఉంది అని హీల్ ప్రమోట్. అందుకే కదా మనం ఇంతకు ముందు కూడా చూసినాము, ఒకవేళ నాకు వేరే డెమిగాడ్స్ ని వర్షిప్ చేయాలని ఉందనుకో బాగా, సపోజ్ ఐఎమ్ వెరీ ఇంక్లైన్ టు సమ్ అదర్ డెమిగాడ్స్, కృష్ణ విల్ గ్రాంట్ ఓహో ఈ అమ్మాయికి వేరే డెమిగాడ్ ని వర్షిప్ చేయాలని ఉంది అని హీల్ గ్రాంట్. లేదు నాకు కృష్ణనే చేయాలంటే అది కూడా ఇస్తాడు. సో ఇట్స్ అకార్డింగ్ టు అవర్ డిజైర్, రైట్? యా, శాంక్షన్. అది అంతకుముందు భగవద్గీతలో చెప్పారు కదా అది.
అవునవును.
గిరిరాజ్ ప్రభుజీ, హరిబోల్, వాంట్ టు రీడ్?
I want. Thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, 24th chapter, text 42, Rudra Geetam ki jai. Namastashisha Misha Anave Karanatmani Namo Dharmaya Brigate Krishnaya Kunta Medase Purushasya Puranaya Sankhya Yogeshwaraya Yacha. Namastaisham नमस्ताशिषमीश मनवे कारणात्मने नमो धर्माय भगते कृष्णाय कुन्त मेधसे पुरुषाय पुराणाय सांख्ययोगेश्वराय च. Yeah. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. My dear Lord, you are the topmost of all bestowers of all benediction, the oldest and supreme enjoyer among us all enjoyers. You are the master of all the world's metaphysical philosophy. For you are the supreme cause of all causes. Every verse perfect and accurate, addressing every point. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a great philosophy అసలు మొత్తం.
Also, Rudragitam proper understand చేస్తుంటే we love
It's
Krishna.
a culmination of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam.
Actually, we love Lord Shiva more. Very well, nice.
Complete philosophy.
Lord Krishna, you are the greatest of all religious principles, the supreme mind, and you have a brain which is never checked by any condition. Therefore, I repeatedly offer my obeisances unto you. Purport: the words Krishnaya Akunta Medase are significant in this verse. Modern scientists have stopped their brain work by discovering the theory of uncertainty. But factually, for a living being, there cannot be any brain activity which is not checked by time and space limitations. The living entity is called Anu, an atomic particle of the Supreme Soul, and therefore its brain is also atomic. It cannot accommodate unlimited knowledge. This does not mean, however, that the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna has a limited brain. What Krishna says and does is not limited by the time and space. In Bhagavad Gita 7.26, the Lord says, Vedaham samatitani. See, today we have chanted, right? In the
Yes.
amazing connection. Yeah, go there. Go there, go there.
Sorry.
वेदाहं समतीतानि वर्तमानानि च अर्जुन भविष्यानि च भूतानि मां तु वेद न कश्चन. O Arjuna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Krishna knows everything, but one cannot know Krishna without being favored by him. Huh? Krishna knows everything, but one cannot know Krishna without being favored. Krishna's mercy వలనే కృష్ణ అర్థం చేసుకోగలుగుతాం. Yeah. Thus for Krishna and his representative, there is no question of theory of uncertainty. What Krishna says is all perfect, uncertain, and is applicable to the past, present, and future. Nor is there any uncertainty for one who knows exactly what Krishna says. The Krishna consciousness movement is based on Bhagavad Gita as it is, as spoken by Lord Krishna. And for those who are engaged in this movement, there is no question of uncertainty. Lord Krishna is also addressed herein Ashisham Isha, the great saint
Ashisham.
Ashisham Isha. The great saintly personalities, sages, and demigods are able to offer benedictions to ordinary living beings, but they in turn are benedicted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ashisham Isha. Without being benedicted by Krishna, one cannot offer benediction to anyone else. The word Manave, meaning unto the Supreme Manu, is also significant. The Supreme Manu in Vedic literature is Swayambhuva Manu, who is an incarnation of Krishna. All the Manus are empowered incarnations of Krishna. Manuvantar Avatara. There are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma, 420 in 1 month, 5040 in 1 year. Wow. లెక్కలేసి రాసిన గోపాల్. And 5,04,000 Manus in the lifetime of Brahma. Since all the Manus are directors of human society, ultimately Krishna is the supreme director of human society. In another sense, the word Manave indicates the perfection of all kinds of mantras. The mantra delivers the conditioned soul from its bondage. So simply by chanting the mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, one can gain deliverance from any condition. Karanatmane. Everything has a cause. ఒక్కొక్క వర్డ్ ఎట్లా రాస్తుంది డిసెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాడు.
ఒక వర్డ్ ని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తుండ్రు రిలేటెడ్ గా.
Karanatmane, everything has a cause. The theory of chance is repudiated in this verse because everything has its cause. There is no question of chance because so-called philosophers and scientists are unable to find the real cause. They foolishly say that everything happens by chance. In Brahma Samhita, Krishna is described as the cause of all causes. Ishvara, Parama, Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadira, Adir, Govinda, Sarvasvami, therefore, he is addressed herein as Paranatmane. He is very personally is the is very personality is the original cause of everything, the root of everything.
అంటే
Proceed
కొంచెం usage.
mute Jen. Yeah, let me finish. Root of everything, seed of everything, cause of everything. I described in the Vedanta Sutra 1.1.2. Janmadhyasya yataha. The absolute truth is the supreme cause of all emanations. The word Sankhya Yogeshwaraya is also significant here. For Krishna is described in Bhagavad Gita as Yogeshwara, the master of all mystic powers. Without possessing inconceivable mystic powers, one cannot be accepted as God. In this age of Kali, those who have a little fragmental portion of mystic power claim to be God. But such pseudo gods can only be accepted as fools. For only Krishna is the supreme person who possesses all mystic and yogic perfections. The Sankhya Yoga system, popular at the present moment, was propounded by the atheist Kapila. But the original Sankhya Yoga system was propounded by an incarnation of Krishna also, named Kapila, Lord Kapila, the son of Devahuti. Similarly, Dattatreya, another incarnation of Krishna, also explained the Sankhya Yoga system. Because Krishna is the origin of all Sankhya Yoga systems and mystic yoga powers. The words Purushaya, Puranaya are also worthy of special mention. In Brahma Samhita, Krishna is accepted as Adi Purusha, the original person or the original enjoyer. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is also accepted as Purana Purusha, the oldest person. Although he is the oldest of all personalities, he is also youngest of all Navayavana. Another word is Dharmaya. Since Krishna is the original propounder of all kinds of religious principles, it is said, Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam, Bhagavatam 60:19. No one can introduce a new type of religion. Religion is already there. Having been established by Lord Krishna, Bhagavad Gita Krishna informs us of the original Dharma and asks us to give up all kinds of religious principles. The real Dharma is surrender unto Him. The Mahabharata it is also said, Ye cha Veda Vido Vipra, Ye cha Adhyatma Vido Jana, Ye Vadanti Mahatmanam, Krishnam Dharmam Sanatanam. Born is also. The purport is that one who has studied the Vedas perfectly is perfect Vipra, or knower of the Vedas. Who knows what spiritual life actually is, speaks about Krishna, the Supreme Person, as one Sanatana Dharma. Lord Shiva, therefore, the purport is that one who has studied the Vedas perfectly is a perfect Vipra, knower of the Vedas. Who knows what spiritual life actually is, speaks about Krishna, the Supreme Person, as one Sanatana Dharma. Lord Shiva therefore teaches us the principles of Sanatana Dharma. Ye Vipraye, ye Chadhyatma Vido Jana, Te Vadanti Mahatmanam, Krishnam Dharmam Sanatanam.
సో వేదాస్ ఎవరైతే పర్ఫెక్ట్ చదువుతారో వాళ్ళకి తెలుస్తుంది కృష్ణ ఇస్ ద సుప్రీం లార్డ్ అని. దట్ ఇస్ దే స్ప్రెడ్ దట్ ఈస్ ద సనాతన ధర్మ. దే స్పీక్ దట్
See, our Krishna Swami చెప్తాడు కదా భగవద్గీతలో 15.15 అదే కదా వేదైశ్చ సర్వైర్
అహమేవ
తకృత్ వేదం చాహం.
విద్యేవ చాహం. అదే వేదాలు అన్ని చదివితే నా గురించే. అసలు యాక్చువల్ గా దట్ ఈస్ ద సనాతన ధర్మ.
Perfect. thank you, and give it to another devotees. I'll be again going mode, and you can continue and drop also. So please, what we read in Bhagavad Gita, what we are reading in Bhagavatam. ఒక message పెట్టండి.
పెడతాను. This I will do. శక్తిత్రయా సమేతాయ మేధుసేహం కృతాత్మనే చేత ఆకూతి రూపాయ నమో వాచో విభూతయే. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear Lord, you are the supreme controller of the worker, sense activities and results of sense activities, karma. Sense activities and results of sense activities, karma. Therefore, you are the controller of the body, mind, and senses. You are also the supreme controller of egotism, known as Rudra. You are the source of knowledge and the activities of the Vedic injunctions. Purport. Everyone acts under the dictation of the ego. Therefore, Lord Shiva is trying to purify false egoism through the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since Lord Shiva or Rudra is himself the controller of egotism, he indirectly wants to be purified by the mercy of the Lord so that his real egotism can be awakened. Of course, Lord Rudra is always spiritually awake, but for our benefit, he is praying in this way. For the impersonalist, pure egotism is Aham Brahmasmi. I am not this body. That is true ego. I am not this body, I am the spirit soul. But it's in actual position, the spirit soul has devotional activities to perform. Therefore, Lord Shiva prays to be engaged both in mind and in action in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord according to the direction of the Vedas. This is the process for purifying false egotism. Cheta means knowledge. Chetana. Okay. Cheta means knowledge. Without perfect knowledge, one cannot act perfectly. The real source of knowledge is the vacha or sound vibration given by Vedic instructions. Here, the word vacha or vibration means the Vedic vibration. The origin of creation is sound vibration, and if the sound vibration is clear and purified, perfect knowledge and perfect activities actually become manifest. This is enacted by the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thus, Lord Shiva is praying again and again for the purification of the body, mind, and activities through the purification of knowledge and in action under the pure direction of the Vedas. Lord Shiva prays to the Supreme Personality of Godhead so that his mind, senses, and words will all turn towards devotional activities only. Hari Bol. This is the Shiva's prayer. Anybody wants to read? Madhavi Mataji? Hari Bol, Mataji? Hare Krishna. Prasad Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Mataji, you are audible.
Mataji, you are audible.
Yeah. Mahatma Ramchandra Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
మాతాజీ ఇది నేను అవుట్ ఆఫ్ స్టేషన్ ఉన్నాను కొద్దిగా ఈ రోజు కుదరదు రేపటి నుంచి చదువుతాను మాతాజీ వింటున్నాను ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ లిజన్
ఓకే ప్రభు శ్రీ హరి ప్రభుజీ హరే కృష్ణ శ్రీ హరి ప్రభుజీ
నేను చదవను మాతాజీ
చదవండి
దర్శనం दिदृक्षणं देहि भगवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वाना रूपं सर्वेन्द्रिय गुणाञ्जनं
दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां
दर्शनं नो
दिदृक्षूणां
दिदृक्षाणां
देहि भागवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं श्वानं सर्वेन्द्रिया गुणाञ्जनम्
सर्वेन्द्रिय गुणाञ्जनम्
दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भागवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानं सर्वेन्द्रिया गुणाञ्जनम्.
Translation. Translation purpose by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. My dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that you are very dear devotee worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by other devotees, liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form. For only that form worshipped by the devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of these senses. Purport. In the Shruti or Veda mantra, it is said that the supreme absolute truth is Sarva Karma, Sarva
Kama.
yeah, yeah. Sarva Kama, Sarva Gandha, Sarva Rasa. Or in other words, he is known as Rasovai Saha, the source of all relatable relationships, Rasas. We have various senses, the powers of seeing, tasting, smelling, touching, etc. And all the propensities of our senses can be satisfied when the senses are engaged in the service of the Lord. Hushikesh, Hushikena Hushikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchate. Bhakti means engaging all the senses in the service of the master of the senses, Hushikesha. Narada Pancharatna. These material senses, however, cannot be engaged in the service of the Lord. Therefore, one has to become free from all the designations. सर्वोपाधि विनिर्मुक्तं तत्परत्वेन निर्मलम्. One has to become free from all designations or false egoism and thus become purified. When we engage our senses in the service of the Lord, the desires or the inclinations of the senses can be perfectly fulfilled. Lord Shiva therefore wants to see the Lord in a form which is inconceivable to the Buddha philosophers or the Buddhists. The impressionists, yeah, the impressionists and the voidists uh, also have to see the form of the absolute. In Buddhist temples, there are forms of Lord Brahma in the meditation, but these are not worshipped like the forms of the Lord in Vaishnava temples. Forms like Radha Krishna, Sita Rama, Lakshmi Narayana. Among the different sampradayas, Vaishnava sects either Radha Krishna or Lakshmi Narayana is worshipped. Lord Shiva wants to see that form perfectly, just as the devotees want to see it. The words Rupam Priyatamam Swanam are especially mentioned here, indicating that Lord Shiva wants to see that form which is very dear to the devotees. The word Swanam is especially significant because only the devotees are very dear to the Supreme Person of Godhead. The jnanis, yogis, or karmis are not perpetually dear. For the karmis simply want to see the Supreme Person of Godhead as their order supplier. The jnanis want to see him to become one with him, and the yogis want to see him partially represented within their heart as Paramatma. But the bhaktas or the devotees want to see him in his complete perfection. As stated in Brahma Samhita 5.30, Venam Kunantam sa Arvinda Dalayataksam Bhava Tamsam.
Brahmasamhita. Venum Kvanantamaravinda
Venam Kunantam Arvinda Dalayaksham Bharvavatamsam um, as, Asitambuda Sundarangam Kandarpakotikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the premier lord, who is adept at playing on his flute, whose eyes are blooming like lotus petals, whose head is bedecked with peacock feathers, whose beauty is tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and whose unique loveliness charms millions of cupids. Thus, Lord Shiva's desire is to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is described in this way. That is, he wants to see him as he appears to the Bhagavatas, the devotees. The conclusion is that Lord Shiva wants to see him in complete perfection and not in impersonalist or in voidist way. Although the Lord is one in his various forms, Advaitam Achyutamanandam, still his form as the young enjoyer of the gopis and a companion of the cowhead boys, Kishora Murti is the most perfect form. Thus, Vaishnavas accept the form of the Lord in his Vrindavana pastimes as the chief form. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, beautiful, right? Shiva here, even Shiva wants to see him as a Sham Sundara form, right? Because
Yeah,
Krishna has many forms, but he does not want although he has three attributes, right? Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, right? So he want to see that Bhagavan who is very beautiful, that is Sham Sundara, right? Even devotees want to see the same form, right? Not this Vishwarupa and not this Kalki or not this Buddha, right? Even though all those are incarnation of Lord Krishna only, but Shiva here specifically he wants that beautiful Sham Sundara form, which we relish, right? Tribhanga Rupam, right? वेणुक्वनन्तमरविन्ददलायताक्षं बर्हावतां समसिताम्बुदसुन्दराङ्गं कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीयविशेषशोभं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So I want to see that Kishora age, right? 15 years something, 14 years, 28 days. This is the correct age of Krishna. That is Kishora, right? Kaishora age. So he want to see that beautiful Krishna. Yeah. Sri Hari Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Sri Hari Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ.
Prabhuji చదువుతారా?
నా వాయిస్ అంతా బాగానే ఉందా మాతాజీ?
బాగుంది
చదువుతాను.
ప్రభుజీ.
ఒక సెకండ్ మాతాజీ, చదువుతున్నాను.
Recently, like Satya Prabhuji or some other Prabhuji, he shared a picture, Vishwarupa, like it's a AI generated, but Vishwarupa picture. When I see that picture, I got very like scared of that picture, right? Because we don't want to see all those things in Krishna, right? Actually, Krishna is everything, everything is emanating from him, but we want to see his beautiful face, right? Sham Sundara face. That's why Arjuna got bewildered after seeing Vishwarupa Darshan or Virat Rupa Darshan, right? Because he want to have that reciprocation. We cannot reciprocate in the Vishwarupa form. We have to have that rasa. We have to, if we want to exchange the rasa, we have to have that Sham Sundara form. Yeah. I'll share that pic. Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji, you can do.
Next 45, 46. స్నిగ్ధా ప్రావృద్ఘనశ్యామం సర్వ సౌందర్య సంగ్రహం చార్వ ఆయాత్.
ఇట్లా చదవండి. స్నిగ్ధ ప్రావృద్ఘన శ్యామం సర్వ సౌందర్య సంగ్రహం.
స్నిగ్ధ ప్రావద్ఘనశ్యామం సర్వ సౌందర్య సంగ్రహం చార్వ్య వాయత చాతుర్బాహు సుజాత రుచిరానానాం పద్మకోశ ఫలాక్షాక్షం సుందర భృహు సునాక్షికం సుద్విజం సుఖ పోలాస్యాం సామకర్ణ విభూషణం.
Samakarna Vibhushanam. Like he's describing all his ornaments. Yeah. Very nice.
సమకర్ణ విభూషణం.
Yes.
స్క్రాల్ చేయరా మాతాజీ కిందకి?
I'm reading the synonyms. Yeah. Beautiful shloka. Yeah.
Translation and purport by Slkr.
Now Shiva is explaining his beauty, Krishna's beauty. Yeah.
Translation and purport by Slkr. The Prabhupada ki jai. The Lord's beauty resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season. As the rainfall glistens, his bodily features also glisten. Indeed, he is the sum and total of all beauty. The Lord has four arms and a extinguishingly beautiful face with eyes like lotus petals, a beautiful, highly raised nose, a mind attracting smile, a beautiful forehead, and equally beautiful and fully decorated ears. After the scorching heat of the summer season,
Yeah, Prabhuji, we lost you.
then it is very pleasing to see.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Your internet is feeble, Prabhuji. We are unable to hear you. Giraj Prabhuji, you want to read? Haribol,
హరే
Giriraj.
కృష్ణ మాతాజీ వినిపిస్తుందా? హరే కృష్ణ.
Prabhuji, మధ్య మధ్యలో మిస్ అవుతున్నాం Prabhuji. హరే కృష్ణ.
ప్రభుజీ ఇంకెవరైనా సారీ మాతాజీ
హరే కృష్ణ.
ఇంకెవరైనా చదవండి, నాకు సిగ్నల్ సరిగ్గా లేదైతే.
ఓకే ఓకే
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ, shall I read మాతాజీ?
ఫస్ట్ పేరా మీరు చదవండి మాతాజీ. ఇట్స్ ఎ బిగ్ పర్పట్. చదవండి.
Perfect. After the scorching heat of the summer season, it is very pleasing to see dark clouds in the sky, as confirmed in Brahma Samhita. Barhavatamcham asitam buddha sundarangam. The Lord wears a peacock feather in his hair, and his bodily complexion is just like a blackish cloud. The word Sundara or Siddha means very pleasing. Kandar Pakoti Kamaniya. Krishna's beauty is so pleasing. Kamaniya. Is so pleasing that not even millions upon millions of cupids can compare to it. The Lord's form as Vishnu is decorated in all opulence. Therefore, Lord Shiva is trying to see that most opulent form of Narayana or Vishnu. Generally, the worship of the Lord begins with the worship of Narayana. Generally, the worship of the Lord begins with the worship of Narayana or Vishnu. Whereas the worship of Lord Krishna and Radha is most confidential. Lord Narayana is worshipable by the Pancharatrika Vidhi or regulative principles, whereas Lord Krishna is worshipable by the Bhagavata Vidhi. Pancharatrika Vidhi, Bhagavata Vidhi. No one can worship the Lord in the Bhagavata Vidhi without going through the regulations of Pancharatrika Vidhi. Actually, the neophyte devotees worship the Lord according to the Pancharatrika Vidhi, or the regulative principles enjoyed in the Narada Pancharatra. Radha Krishna can't be approached by the neophyte devotees. Therefore, temple worship according to regulative principles is offered to Lakshmi Narayana. Although there may be a Radha Krishna Vigraha or form, the worship of the neophyte devotees is acceptable as Lakshmi Narayana worship. Worship according to the Pancharatrika Vidhi is called Vidhi Marga, and worship according to the Bhagavata Vidhi principles is called Raga Marga. Vidhi Marga, Raga Marga. The principles of Raga Marga are especially meant for devotees who are elevated to the Vrindavana platform. ఒక్కటే చాలా మాతాజీ.
Although we see deities as Radha Krishna, we need to worship as them Lakshmi Narayana. That means awe and reverence. Because it has to start with the regulative principle. Directly, we cannot approach them in the Radha Krishna form or in the mode, that rasa. Okay. First, we have to go with that Vidhi Marga, then Raga Marga. Yeah. Prasad Prabhuji, you want to read? I'll read. The inhabitants of Vrindavana, the gopis, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd boys, and the cows, and everyone else are actually on the Raga Marga or Bhagavata Marga platform. They participate in 5 basic rasas: Dasya, Sakya, Vasalya, Madhurya, and Shanta. But although these 5 rasas are found in the Bhagavata Marga, The Bhagavata Marga is especially meant for Vatsalya and Madhurya, very deep, or paternal, parental, or conjugal relations. Yet there is Vipralamba Sakya, or higher fraternal worship of the Lord, especially enjoyed by the cowherd boys. Although there is friendship between Krishna and cowherd boys, the friendship is different from the Aishwarya friendship between Krishna and Arjuna. Where when Arjuna saw the Vishwarupa, the gigantic universal form of the Lord, he was afraid for having treated Krishna as an ordinary friend. Therefore, he begged Krishna's pardon. However, the cowherd boys who are friends of Krishna and Vrindavana sometimes ride on the shoulders of Krishna. They treat Krishna equally, just as they treat one another, and they are never afraid of him, nor do they beg for his pardon. Thus, in the Raga Marga or Bhagavata Marga, friendship exists on a higher platform with Krishna, namely the platform of Vishramba friendship. Parental friendship, or parental service, and conjugal service are visible in the Vrindavana Raga Marga relationships. Highest class.
Plain do dosa. Do plain dosa.
Chandamali Prabhuji, you want to read? Or Giraj Prabhuji, want to read? We'll finish this.
I'll read Mataji.
Okay. Okay. Raju Prabhu can read. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, without serving Krishna, according to the Vidhi Marga, regulative principles of the Pancharatrika Vidhi, scrupulous persons want to jump immediately to the Raga Marga principles. Such persons are called Sahajiya. There are also demons who enjoy depicting Krishna and his pastimes with gopis, taking advantage of Krishna by their inclination character. These demons who print books, these demon who print books and write lyrics on the Raga Marga principles are surely on the way to hell. Unfortunately, they lead others down with them. Devotees in Krishna consciousness should be very careful to avoid such demons. One should strictly follow the Vidimarga regulative principles in the worship of Lakshmi Narayana. Although the Lord is present in the temple as the Radha Krishna includes Lakshmi Narayana. Therefore, when one worship the Lord according to the regulative principles, the Lord accepts the service in the role of Lakshmi Narayana. In the nectar of devotion, full instructions are given about the Vidhi Marga, worship of Radha Krishna or Lakshmi Narayana. Although there are 64 kinds of offenses, although there are 64 kinds of offenses, one can commit in Vidhimarga worship. In Ragamarga worship, there is no consideration of such offenses because the devotee in the platform are such much elevated and there is no question of offense. But if you do not follow the regulative principles on the Vidhimarga platform and keep our eyes trained to spot offenses, we will not make progress. In this description of Krishna's beauty, Lord Shiva uses the words Charvayata Chaturbahu, Charvayata Chaturbahu, Sujata Ruchinanam, indicating the beautiful four-armed form of Narayana or Vishnu. Those who worship Lord Krishna describe him the Sujata Ruchiranam. In the Vishnu Tattva, there are hundreds and thousands of millions of forms of Supreme Lord, but but all of these forms, the form of Krishna is the most beautiful. Thus, for those who worship Krishna, the word Sujata Ruchiranam is used. The four arms of Lord Vishnu have different purposes. The hands holding lotus flower and conch shell are meant for the devotees, whereas the other two hands holding disc and mace or club are meant for demons. Actually, all of the Lord's arms are auspicious, whether they are holding conch shells or flowers or clubs or disc. The demons killed by Lord Vishnu Chakra disc or club are elevated to the spiritual world, just like the devotees who are protected by the hands holding the lotus flower and conch shell. However, the demons who are elevated to the spiritual world are situated in the impersonal Brahman effulgence, whereas the devotees are allowed to enter into the Vaikuntha planets. Those who are devotees of Lord Krishna are immediately elevated to the Goloka Vrindavan planet.
Very good. Very nice.
Thank you,
Viraj
Mataji.
Prabhuji, you can conclude. Yeah. Haribol? Viraj Prabhuji?
Yes, Haribol. Okay. సో
Can you read?
ప్రభుపాద నెక్టర్ పోర్ చేస్తుంది కదా రవి మొత్తం
కంప్లీట్ కళ్ళకు కట్టినట్టుగా అనిపిస్తుంది అంతా. ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్.
ప్రభుపాద కంప్లీట్లీ హార్ట్ పోరింగ్ పర్పోర్స్ ప్రతి వర్స్ ప్రతి వర్డ్ మీనింగ్ మళ్ళీ రుద్రగీత అంటే ఎంఫసైజ్ చేసి ఎంత ముద్దుగా రాసిండు. లైక్ ఇట్ టూ మచ్.
శివుడు వర్ణించేది కళ్ళ
Lord's beauty is compared to rainfall because when the rain falls in the rainy season, it becomes more and more pleasing to the people. After the scorching heat of the summer season, the people enjoy the rainy season very much. Indeed, they even come out of their doors in the villages and enjoy the rainfall directly. Thus, the Lord's bodily features are compared to the clouds of the rainy season. The devotees enjoy the Lord's beauty because it is a collection of all kinds of beauties. Therefore, the word Sarva Saundarya Sangraham is used. Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. Sarva dash Saundarya dash Sangraham is used. No one can say that the body of the Lord is wanting in beautiful parts. It is completely Purnam. Everything is complete. God's creation, God's beauty, and God's bodily features. Om Purnamadam Purnamad. Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadasyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamaya Vashishyate. Completion. Everything completion. Completion అనే దానికి మీనింగ్ ఇట్ స్టాప్స్ విత్ కృష్ణ. మిగతా అంతా ఇన్కంప్లీట్ ఇక్కడ యాక్చువల్లీ. కంప్లీట్ అనే వర్డ్ కరెక్ట్ యూజ్ చేయాలంటే ఇట్ కంప్లీట్స్ with Krishna only. Everything complete. Purnam. Wonderful, huh? I like it. It is completely Purnam. Everything is complete. God's creation, God's beauty, God's bodily features. All these are so complete that all one's desires can become fully satisfied when one sees the beauty of the Lord. For example, చెప్పండి రాజప్రభు చెప్పు. ఇది మళ్ళా అవుతా వినండి చెప్పండి. All these are so complete that all the one's desires can become fully satisfied when one sees the beauty of the Lord. చెప్పండి. ఉన్నారా? డ్రాప్ అయినా ప్రభు?
ఉన్నా ప్రభుజీ చెప్ప.
Anybody help here?
Question
Wonderful
ప్రభుజీ.
pastime is there. Vani Mataji, Hare Krishna, still there. All these are so complete that all one's desires can become fully satisfied when one sees the beauty of the Lord. Chapandi. Actually, Dhruva Maharaj wanted to have great grandfather. Kante kuda నాకు కావాలని అనుకున్నాడు కదా. As soon as he sees the Supreme Lord, what happens? వద్దు అనుకుంటాడు. చాలు ఇంకా మిమ్మల్ని చూసిన కృష్ణ ఐఎమ్ ఫైన్, ఐ డోంట్ నీడ్ ఎనీథింగ్. బట్ కృష్ణకు తెలుసు కదా, తర్వాత గ్రాంట్ చేసిన అనుకోండి. అది the word Sarva Saundarya indicates that there are different types of beauties in the material and spiritual worlds, and the Lord contains all of them. Both materialists and spiritualists can enjoy the beauty of the Lord because the Supreme Lord attracts everyone, including demons and devotees. Materialist and spiritualist is called Krishna. Similarly, his devotees also attract everyone. As mentioned in the Shadgoswami Stotra, see, Srila Prabhupada is a 70-plus-year-old person. How he attracted? Old body. But he was always joking and funny all the time with the hippies and the youth of Western people. So that is a bit. This word is devotees also attract everyone. As mentioned in the Sadgoswami Stotra, Dhira Dhira Jana Priya Goswamis also. The Goswamis are equally dear to the Dhira devotees and Adhira demons. Lord Krishna was not very pleasing to the demons when he was present in Vrindavana, but the 6 Goswamis were pleasing to the demons when they were present in Vrindavana. That is the beauty of Lord's dealings with his devotees. Sometimes the Lord gives more credit to his devotees than he takes for himself. Scroll down. అయిపోయింది ఇది. హరే కృష్ణ. Okay. Himself. For instance, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Lord Krishna fought simply by giving directions. Yet it was Arjuna who took the credit for fighting. Nimitta matram bhava Savyasachi. You, O Savyasachi Arjuna, can be put an instrument in the fight. Bhagavad Gita 11:33. Everything was arranged by the Lord, but the credit of victory was given to Arjuna. Similarly, in the Krishna conscious movement, everything is happening according to the predictions of the Lord Chaitanya, but the credit goes to Lord Chaitanya's sincere servants. Thus, the Lord is described herein as Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. Supreme Lord Sri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. And Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu Lord Shiva ki jai. Okay, Hare Krishna. You can continue or conclude.
Radha Madan Mohan. Ikkada like he's a beautiful, right? So అందుకే కదా మదన్ మోహన్ అంటారు కృష్ణని. ఈవెన్ హీ క్యాప్చర్స్ మదన్ ని క్యాప్చర్ చేస్తారు కదా, అందుకే కదా మదన్ మోహన్ అంటారు కృష్ణని.
Did I read?
హలో హరిబోల్.
Are you able to hear me?
yes
ఈ కంప్లీట్ చేసి నేనేనా?
మీరే, అయిపోయింది.
ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసి వినిపించిందా?
వినిపించింది. అదే నేను అదే అంటున్నా, మదన్ మోహన్ అంటే ఈజ్ ఈవెన్ క్యూపిడ్ ఆల్సో గెట్ అట్రాక్టెడ్ టు హిస్ బ్యూటీ కదా. ఈజ్ రసరాజ్, ఈజ్ వెరీ బ్యూటీ, రైట్? సో అందుకే మదన్ మోహన్ అని పేరు వచ్చింది అని చెప్తున్నా.
అదే మదన్ మోహన్ పేరు వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు మదన్
మోహన్ ది రాధా మదన్ మోహన్ ది ఉంది కదా,
3 రోజుల ఫెస్టివల్
గోల్డెన్ జూబ్లీ సెలబ్రేషన్.
You have given count, good to go there, do some seva. Anyway, మదన మోహన మోహిని అంటే రాధారాణి ఇంకా కృష్ణుని మోహిస్తుంది అనమాట. అదే అది వెరీ డీపెస్ట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ మ్యాటర్, దట్ ప్రేమ. Okay, we'll talk later. Anyway, you can conclude. 9:31.
Shri Hari Prabhuji, he raised hand. Do you have any question or you want to add anything, Prabhuji?
మాతాజీ, ఒక క్వశ్చన్ నేను అడిగాను కదా, మీకు మెసేజ్ పెట్టాను కదా, అది ఒకసారి ప్రభుజీని అడుగుతాను.
అడగండి ప్రభు.
హరికృష్ణ.
చెప్పండి
గిరిరాజ్ ప్రభుజీ.
చెప్పండి
ప్రభుజీ, ఇది మనకి వ్యాసదేవ్ చెప్తే గణేష్ జీ రాశారు కదా, అది రాసింది భాగవతమా మహాభారతమా?
గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్. మహాభారతం.
భాగవతం రాసింది వేదవ్యాస్ జీ రాశారా?
అది నేను ఎంత డీటెయిల్ తెలియదు నాకు కూడా.
ఐ థింక్ అది మేబీ మన సుఖదేవ్ గోస్వామి చెప్తుంటే విన్నారు కదా, అట్లా వచ్చింది అనుకుంటున్నాను. అదే అంతే కదా?
లేదు ప్రభుజీ, ఇప్పుడు వేదవ్యాసుడు అన్ని రాసినాక కూడా హీఈస్ నాట్ సాటిస్ఫైడ్, రైట్? సో నారదముని కమ్స్ యాజ్ ద స్పిరిచువల్ మాస్టర్ కదా. వేదవ్యాసునికి నారదముని ఇస్ ద స్పిరిచువల్ మాస్టర్. హీ కమ్స్ అండ్ హీ గైడ్స్. నువ్వు అన్ని రాసినావు కానీ కృష్ణుని మీద ఎక్కువ రాయలేదు, సో భక్తిని నువ్వు ఇన్కల్కేట్ చేయాలంటే నువ్వు భాగవతం రాయాలి అన్నట్టు. అంటే అప్పుడు భాగవతం ఆన్ ద రిక్వెస్ట్ ఆఫ్, ఆన్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఆఫ్ నారదముని, వ్యాసదేవ రాస్తాడు భాగవతం. అంతవరకు అన్ని రాసేసాడు, అన్ని. భాగవతం కూడా రాస్తారు 18 పురాణాల్లో, కాబట్టి ఇంత క్లియర్ ఉండదు అన్నట్టు. సో దట్స్ వై హీ రోట్ భాగవతం కంప్లీట్.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్రభుజీ అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ అంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ రాసింది గణేష్ ఈవెన్ ఐ డోంట్ నో.
అన్ని రాసింది గణేశుడు కాదు, ఒక మహాభారతం రాసిందే గణేశుడు.
ఓకే,
స్క్రైబ్ చేస్తారు. మిగతా వేదవ్యాసుడే రాస్తాడు ప్రభుజీ, మిగతా అంతా వేదవ్యాసుడే రాస్తాడు ఓన్గా.
అందుకే లిటరరీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంటాం కదా ప్రభు. విల్ చెక్ మోర్. ఎనీవే, యాజ్ ఫర్ యాజ్ ఐ నో ఆల్సో, మహాభారతం మాత్రం డిక్టేట్ చేస్తే రాసింది మన లార్డ్ గణేష్, అదొకటి తెలుసు. బట్ మిగతా కూడా విల్ సీ. ఐ డోంట్ నో. మోస్ట్లీ వేదవ్యాసుడే కంపారిజన్. వేదవ్యాస విరచితం అంటారు కదా, లిటరరీ ఇన్కార్నేషన్ సుప్రీం లార్డ్. సో హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ దెన్ కరెక్ట్. అది భాగవతం అప్పుడు he was very happy, satisfied, and he composed all this glorification of Supreme Lord. Okay, Hare Krishna. You can conclude.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhujis and Matajis. Thank you for joining today's reading and recitation. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. श्रील गुरुदेव की जय. वैष्णवानाम यदा शंभो शिव लॉर्ड शिवा की जय. रुद्रगीता की जय.
Okay, सर्व सौंदर्य संग्रहम सुप्रीम लॉर्ड
कृष्णा की जय.
Thank you, Mataji's Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji's and Prabhuji's. Hare Krishna. I'm stopping.
I'm ending. Okay, Hare Krishna.